ship, they got in some really bad gunfire and they went down and burned.
So the whole crew was lost?
All but one man, and we visited him, a tail gunner I think he was, and his name was Johnson. And when we went back east one time, we looked him up. He was down in the southern states somewhere, and let's see, I can't remember. I think he fell out.
Huh.
I think he fell out, and before when they were. Anyway, it was on fire, but he fell out, and the parachute hurt it. He broke his leg and he limped. Remember doing that? It's a long time ago.
Well,
but
I remember now.
he was the only man that survived. And this is interesting. We went on a mission into Germany, and he built a chapel in Flensburg, and not too far from Flensburg. You know where that is? It's right on the Danish border.
Okay.
And not too far from there is a little town. I can't think of the name of it. But while Walt was when he was doing all this, what was it?
Use.
Well, no, that's where we lived. When he was doing this film, he got a little publicity and all, and we got a letter from a man, and he said, I was just a little boy, and he said, my father said, American plane down. And he said, we went out and took pictures. And he said, I think it was Utah Man. And so he sent us the pictures. But the smoke was so bad over the numbers that we couldn't read it. Walt identified a lot of things on it, but he couldn't say for sure.
Yeah.
But he said, if I'd have known that while I was in Germany building that chapel, he said, I've been every weekend over there digging through looking for parts to my plane. Yeah. But he sent 3 pictures, and it was devastating. There was torn
everything,
parachutes, really, but lots of smoke, and so we don't know if it was his or not, but we think it was. So why it was down in Germany, way up in there, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, so what kind of German planes did you confront?
What's that?
What kind of German planes did you confront?
Oh, Me-109s.
That's
They're the
the
deadly
worst.
ones. And 190s. 190s is a Me-109s is inline engine. The 190s are top engine.
Yeah.
And they were one on each side, one on the other side. Yeah, they were.
And you know
they were very good.
Well, tell him
Far
about.
better than the French.
Well, tell him about the first time you saw a jet, a German jet. You'd never seen a jet engine before.
No. Oh man, that thing was fast. Oh, we didn't think it was an airplane.
Me-262, the twin.
Yes, it's Me-262. But they weren't fighter planes. That was Me-262 was a bomber, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I think they used them for that too.
Yeah.
But
It was a
Walt
bigger
said
plane.
he never saw anything maneuver like that in his life.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going home. He said,
Oh, they were good.
I don't think I tell it as well as he does. I remember more, but
So on your bombing raids, how low did you fly your B-24?
Well, let me see. They weren't all from high altitude. Most of them were high altitude.
the only low one was Ploesti.
But when we were low altitude, we stayed very low. Because a fighter plane can attack you, but if you're low enough, you can't.
Well,
So we stayed low. Ploesti was low level.
He was 50
That was the big
feet.
mission.
He brought corn stalks
We went in
and tree limbs
10,
back
12,
in the
15 feet above the
Bombay.
ground, over trees, over houses. But
Walt says, his gunner said, there's a cow. Walt said, if she's up, she's fine. If she's down, look out. There'll be chocolate milk.
the crew didn't like it flying low. But you just couldn't get up very high because a fighter plane that veers its giant. If you're low enough, he can't go down under you. You bet. I didn't mind flying low, but of course when you get over a town or something, then they got ground gunners. But when you're out over the country, low flying's safer than high flying because the airplanes can't get to you. Ploesti was low level. That was 50 feet. But most of the German cities were 25,000, 20, 25, 28,000.
So at that point, did your bombardier, were they using the Norden sight?
Yeah, the regular good old Norden sight. That's a precious machine. That Norden sight could just, they would fly the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
They would have, we'd have to follow their instructions, but that sight would move you back and forth, and that sight was really the pilot.
Walt
It was
doesn't
good.
say this on his video, but his grandma's brother was John M. Browning that discovered the machine gun.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
all the guns anyway. And he said, I had those guns on my ship, but he didn't mention it in his video.
So what relationship was that again?
Walt's grandma was a sister to John M. Browning.
Oh,
They called him Uncle Matt.
John M. Browning was
John.
his grandmother's brother.
Brother, yeah.
I got it.
He'd be an uncle.
Sure.
Great uncle.
Yeah, Ogden. They're Ogden people.
Yeah.
And even when he was a millionaire, he used to say,
Yeah.
now don't forget to turn out the lights. Very conservative.
Browning
I said, well,
family.
that's how he got $1 million. He knew how to save.
Yeah, we didn't enjoy in their spoils.
No, we got a rocker, an old Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Well, thank you for signing this very much.
Shake his hand. Get down on your knee there, Andrew. Now video Andrew. Tell him your name.
I'm Andrew Horton,
And this is
and this is Walter Stewart, Utah man. And thank you for signing this.
Yeah, that's been my name all my life. Well, I'm honored, very honored. Now this is a wing of a what?
B-24.
A B-24.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I look. No, I recognize it better this way
It's
than
like
that.
a giant redwood falling.
Yeah, B-24.
This breaks my heart.
4 precious engines.
He's been so on top of everything.
Sometimes we had them made by others, but we always, we always just seemed a little bit better. Of course, you couldn't
Very
choose your
pleasant.
engines.
It's easy to
Yeah.
take
During the
care of.
war, they had to farm it out to anybody that could
He'll
make them
ask me
fast
what my
enough.
kids do.
We always had a
Who's
good
the name
supply
of
of
his name?
airplanes, so if we came back shut up very bad, we could have got another ship. But I was hit quite a bit, but I don't ever believe I ever lost my
He said
airplane.
to
They
me, Mom,
had a lot of holes and stuff, and they patch them up, and
I've gotten to be kind of stupid.
we'd sometimes paint them with their color.
And it's so cute.
Well,
but I think,
thank you very much.
You bet, you bet. Good luck to you. You look like you're Air Force in interest.
I hope so.
Yes, if you go in the military, do you have chance to go now when you choose, or do you go, or do you have to go now to the military?
How old is he? Oh, he's got
I'm
all
only
this
16. I
away.
have to wait a lot.
Well, at some time of your life, must you go? Is it ever required? It's not, is it?
Oh,
You never would have to.
yeah, well, he'll be.
No. Some